we are starting a new story. This object is quite fantastic and is known as the Parkovy Congress and Exhibition Centre. A brief overview of how it came into existence. In the summer of 2012, a reinforced concrete frame was present, covered with a slab designated as a helicopter landing pad. Accordingly, it was necessary to decide what function to give it, and this was a fundamental and responsible question. I turned to my friend, Tomaž Bez, a Slovenian architect, and together we created a concept that won an international competition. After that came the actual design and then construction. I begin my narration from the entrance group. I entered from the side of the park road, and I want to say a few words about how this space was created, where in fact, the reception desk is the centerpiece of the composition. In front of us is the atrium itself, which at that time was simply a street, to which two volumes with a total area of 20,000 square meters were connected. That is why the idea arose to create an atrium and link it to the central entrance group. Thus, the reception appeared here, the main reception. To ensure vertical connections, the idea and corresponding solution of placing escalators here were developed. In this way, a rather interesting space was created, and the lighting, proposed by Tomaž, was implemented using an LED system, which, in 2012, was a relatively new invention in Ukraine. I liked it, we refined it, and now we can see how harmoniously, elegantly, and lightly it all came together. We are now on the first floor, in one of the halls designated for hosting various events and exhibitions. There is direct access to the street here, which makes it quite convenient for loading and unloading this space. We are now on the first floor, in a spacious hall designed for demonstrations and hosting various exhibitions, expositions, and similar events. The convenient ground-level location enables loading and unloading practically and compactly. We are now moving on to the second floor, thanks to these wonderful escalators, which, in addition to their functional purpose, also serve as a decorative feature. Please follow me. Well, now we are on the second floor and moving towards the main room. This is the central conference hall. Great. We are now in the main conference hall, where we have had to resolve several important issues. First of all, the design. As you can see, the hall is intersected by two massive beams that support the roof of the helipad, and their bulk provides the structural strength. Therefore, it was necessary to design a suspended ceiling in such a way as to visually conceal or eliminate the effect of the beam hanging overhead. Unfortunately, we were unable to complete the work on creating the amphitheater transformer, which was supposed to arrive in December 2019, but that did not happen. However, I hope that the current administration will be able to accomplish this task, and then we will bring this idea to completion, offering 3 levels of functionality: banquet level, conference level, and concert level. This way, the audience will have a comfortable view of the events taking place here. In addition, acoustics, a crucial aspect for any hall, will also be ensured. To my right, all the rooms are currently closed off. There are co-working spaces designed for conferences and closed lectures, allowing several events to be held simultaneously without interfering with one another. Now we are going outside to see the main attraction of our building. It is a terrace with a panoramic view of the left bank of the Dnipro River. Please come with me. And this is our beautiful main terrace, which provides access from virtually all rooms on the second floor. When events are held here, people enjoy coming together, socializing, relaxing, and more. We can see the panorama of the left bank of the Dnipro River. At the time of construction, we performed some landscaping, specifically cutting down the tops of the trees, and now we have a fantastic 110-degree panorama. I hope that, over time, we will have the opportunity to repeat this experience, allowing it to arise again. The terrace itself is covered by a canopy, which was built to account for the helipad above and the dynamic loads that helicopters may experience during takeoff and landing, ensuring it would not be torn off during such actions. So this terrace is my pride and joy, so to speak. And now we are at the very top, on the so-called helicopter pad. These circles mark the landing site for 2 helicopters at the same time, which, in addition to being able to land and take off, can connect to engineering support if necessary. The entire process is controlled from the control tower by pilots who have the appropriate equipment to ensure flight safety. Unfortunately, this function is not yet operational, but I think that sooner or later it will find its place and be put into operation, as this level offers a panoramic view of the left bank with all its fantastic beauty. So this is what the Parkovy Business Centre facility looks like. Well, since we are dealing with a helipad, there is a need to access and exit this pad, which is in use, thanks to this ramp which leads directly to the Park Road, that is to the city centre. It takes only a few minutes to get there. Thus, any business aviation and business processes are very convenient. Everything is close by. In short, it couldn't be better.